right, Will, thanks so much for being here. Fiber Connect Day 2. You know, it's an interesting year for fiber. Obviously, you've got competing demands going on for both BEAD build-outs and the AI hyperscale, middle mile. There's a lot of appetite. So tell me a bit about your thoughts on kind of how those constraints are going to play out, how long they might play out.
Yeah, it's so I've been in the industry now almost 20 years, and I've never seen a time like this. It's wild. It's definitely exciting, keeps you on your toes. I mean, we're seeing kind of the onset of demand from multiple different places, all hitting at once. So it's not really cyclical so much, but three different really sources. I mean, 5G densification continues to some degree, but it's really about rural broadband, and then to even greater extent, the AI data center boom. So all those are hitting at the same time, which you're starting to see fiber counts now 6912 on up. So that's just accelerated the fiber demand quite a bit, and supply hasn't caught up. So we're seeing that trend of fiber going up. Fiber will catch up at some point, but we see this as potentially through a 3 to 5 year boom that we're gonna have to manage through.
Yeah. I mean, that's a serious, constrained environment. So for the operators and the people who are getting some of the BEAD money, what do you, I suppose, how should they be thinking about getting involved in this right now during such a complicated, constrained time?
Part of the volatility right now, what makes the market so interesting is cable's always been looked at as a commodity. Fiber cable, I can go get it from anybody. So now with all the constraints in place, you've got to engage as a network operator or ISP, engage your suppliers and your vendors early in the process. So I've heard the word allocation more times than I could count at this show, ourselves included. We've used that quite a bit, but we're wanting to work with folks that want to partner with us. And we want to use that term partnership truly, meaning a bi-directional partnership, not one way. So transparency, open view of forecast. I was just talking to a BEAD recipient yesterday, and they're grasping the fact that they need to be over communicative versus typically just going, I'm going to shop around for fiber. It's got to have to be on a very accelerated timeline in terms of that communication.
Sure. I mean, within those partnerships, what are you guys really hoping to, help operators, help these awardees out with? I mean, I know obviously BABA compliance is a big one, but can you kind of talk through that a bit more?
Yeah, so when we look at partnership, it's a combination, and it's not just widgets. It's not just fiber or just closures. It's a partnership all together as a solution provider. So that's where AFL, we're set up in a unique position where we do have fiber plus our connectivity products. We're truly end to end. And so what we've done is we've partnered with customers to provide that full solution. It provides more value at the end of the day. And in this very, very volatile environment, I hope we don't get choked, but it's one throat to choke if you need to come choke somebody. But I joke, I say that in jest, but it is good to work with a partner that's got the best interest in mind. So we're fully focused. I've been working on BEAD now for going on 4 years, trying to prep for it. It's finally here. So now we just have to have that bi-directional partnership and relationship to make sure that we're doing right by the customers, doing right by the residents who ultimately are going to get served by the service.
Yeah, I mean, so constraints in mind, when you do look ahead on the BEAD deployment timeline, what do you really feel like will separate the successful from the choked, like you said, who just can't get through it?
Yeah, I mean, the folks that are positioned well and that are engaging vendor partners early in the process are going to ultimately be the ones that win. We are in a constrained environment. Our position is, based off the modeling that we've done, there is enough domestic fiber capability to support the entire BEAD program. That said, it's not all coming at once. It's spread over 4 years. It's going to require some strategic planning. So ideally, yes, there's enough fiber out there. There's enough cable capacity out there to support it, but it's got to be planned for. So the folks that plan, engage vendor partners earlier are going to be the ones ultimately the most successful. And at the same time, working with your vendor partners to understand the full solution set and working with them to get full supply. Again, folks don't need to be thinking fiber, because that's the hot topic of the day. BEAD demand is going to come in for all types of products. So we got to make sure we're positioned strategically with our customers.
Yeah. Well, Will, thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.